What is going on, guys? This is Tom, and I'm bringing you a 77 kill domination on the map Afghan Ground War, and I'm sure you've heard that a lot of times by the beast known as Sandy Ravage himself. But he hasn't been uploading Modern Warfare 2 lately, so I thought I'd bring you guys some pretty rapage gameplay. This is very like him, pretty much. I've just been rushing into their spawn and raping them with the AC-130, which unfortunately get 2 of them in this game. I could have got 4. But unfortunately I had the most frustrating, retarded, noob-ass teammates I could have ever asked for at the start of the game. They did not help me in any situation possible, and I kept getting killed by this guy with the UMP and cold-blooded. Literally twice he killed me, like one off my AC-130, so I only got 2, I could have got 4, and this could have been easily a 100+ game, but it wasn't. So whatever, it's a good game, and I hope you enjoy it. It's in the background, but I wanted to kind of talk about why I've been away for a couple of days. I know it's not a real big deal, but it is kind of a big deal for me. I mean, I know I haven't been away for long, but first off, yesterday, it was pretty simple, really. I had 2 tennis matches, and I mean, I probably could have been home about, 3:30 in the afternoon. I ended up getting home at about 9, and that kind of meant I missed the Chelsea game, and I couldn't do a commentary either, so I was kind of pissed off. And the only reason that was is because it was raining the entire day, and literally the whole court, like every single court, was just turned into a lake. And it was funny, actually. I mean, you should have seen those courts, because it kept raining in bursts, so it rained like really hard, and then the courts turned into lakes, and then they went out and sponged the courts to try to get all the water off the courts, and they succeeded, and we went on for about, I don't know, 5 minutes. I managed to play 1 game. It was a doubles with my brother, and then we were sent off again, and the courts turned into lakes again, and someone just dropped something out of a truck outside. You probably heard that on the mic. Anyway, so yeah, it was just lakes everywhere. So in the end, they just sent us to another club, which was indoors, and we managed to finish the match there at about 7 in the afternoon. I mean, in the evening. Can't even get my times right. And then after that, so that was really just the whole day wasted, pretty much. I lost both tennis matches as well, which kind of sucked. It was the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, so it wasn't too bad of a first tournament for a while, so I'm pretty happy how it went. Singles and doubles, I reached the semi-finals, so that was quite nice. But then I had to go visit my mum, who was at the hospital, and this is pretty scary for me, actually, because she actually went on holiday a few weeks ago, and she came back because, I mean, she'd been throwing up a lot, and she had headaches and things, and she ended up going to see a doctor. She was in India, and it turns out that she got an MRI scan done, and turns out she had a brain tumor, which was about 4 by 5 centimeters, and so that's very large, and apparently it'd been growing like in her brain for like 5 years or more, and that really did freak me out. But luckily, and thank the goddamn Lord, even though I'm not religious, it was not a cancerous tumor. So luckily, it wasn't too dangerous. It's just a lot of discomfort, a lot of pain that she had to go through. Nonetheless, she took it very well. I was really proud of my mom. I mean, she usually has a very low pain barrier. She usually starts screaming if she gets a scratch, but I mean, I think she was just very happy that she knew that something has, had gone wrong, and she'd found something that could, be done to make everything better. And she had to get an operation, which was the most insane operation there is. I mean, she had to get a neurosurgeon who had to literally just take out the tumor, and that was a 7-hour long operation. And I don't even want to imagine thinking how it must have been. I mean, obviously she was sedated, no shit. But I mean, that's just some crazy shit. 7 hours that they're just like. I don't want to go into any details, but in any case, I went to visit her, and she was fine. That was yesterday, or the day before yesterday. She had like a bandage over her head, and yesterday, and then the day after that, I went to visit her again, and she had the bandage removed, and that was quite scary. I mean, she looked completely different. I mean, her face was all puffed up, her eyes were puffed up, and like she'd had half her hair removed because they had to like cut her skull and stuff. I don't want to go into detail. Sorry if I'm freaking you guys out, but nonetheless, it was a bit freaky experience, but she was fine. I mean, she was exactly the same person, so luckily no lasting damage. The only lasting damage she has is that she can't, she hasn't got any sense, like, thingies. She can't sense any, she hasn't got a sense of smell, that's it, in her left nostril, but that's it, because basically the tumor, like, started growing into her synapses thingies. I don't do biology. I dropped it last year because I hated it. And I had a terrible teacher, by the way. She was so bad. I used to sit next to this guy in biology, and the only thing she'd do is rage at us and send us to the back of the class and make us do etc, etc. Anyway, that's besides the point. So that's really what happened to my mom. I mean, it should be over now. I mean, she's got to stay in the hospital till Wednesday, and hopefully she'll be able to come back home. But she was in great hands. I went to see her. I mean, our whole family went to see her, and I mean, I'm just really glad that she got through it unscathed anyway. It's just really weird, because like 3 days ago she was fine, and she had to go to the hospital just like to stay the night before the operation, and then 2 days she's absolutely fine, she's a normal person, then the next you know, 2 days after that, she's just completely puffed up. She's lying in bed, and honestly, she looked like a woman of 75 because, you know, she would kind of been a bit deformed. But that's all going to go away. She's going to be back to normal in no time, they said. Hopefully, I really do hope that everything will be fine. But that's pretty much it, really. I'm just glad she got through, I suppose. I know I'm repeating myself, but it was quite an experience, you know, go through those kind of experiences with your family. I mean, obviously, she's not going to die or anything. It's not fatal, so she's going to be back to normal. And hopefully she can just do all the stuff she used to do. I mean, she goes to law school, so she's going to have to miss a semester just to recover for a few months. Because, I mean, that kind of sedation, like a 7-hour sedation, or I don't know how strong it was, but in any case, she's going to take a while to recover from that. It's going to take a few months to get back to full fitness. Well, she doesn't really exercise much, but I guess you know what I mean. So yeah, it was just a bit of a strange experience to go through all that. I don't know if you guys have had any experiences like that with your parents. I'm sure you guys have, because, you know, degenerative diseases and tumours and cancers, I mean, they're getting more common, you know, in Western countries anyway, just because, well, mainly people are getting kind of fat, and they're eating too much fast food, and they're getting, you know, coronary artery failure and stuff. But this, my mum is, I mean, I remember we got like a letter back from the Indian neurologist, who was like some beast of a guy. I mean, these neurologist people, they're probably geniuses. I mean, I hate medicine, I don't want to study it, but I gotta respect what these guys do. But in any case, yeah, so they said that there's no way to know how that tumor actually began forming, or why it even began forming. It's just something that no one even knows about, so that just seems really strange, really. But, I mean, nonetheless, they did manage to remove it, and that's the most important thing. But I just can't believe it. I mean, you have to, like, be so careful when you're trying to remove a tumor like that. You have to have really good hands to be able to do something like that. It seems some crazy shit over there. And I'm glad I'm not going to be getting involved in any doctor or medicine stuff. It's not my cup of tea, definitely not. I just want to kind of, you know, finish school, go to university, and then see how it goes from there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. There's nothing really else to talk about. I guess I'll leave you to watch the rest of the gameplay, but in any case, I want to hear if you had any experiences with your parents, because personally, this is the first one I've had. There's been no real big deaths in my family yet. My grandparents are still fine. Well, my granddad died when I was 2 years old, but that, I don't even remember who he was or anything, so that's besides the point. So let me know down below. I want to hear all of that, and I guess I'll, yeah, just enjoy the gameplay. It's a 77 kill domination. I kind of switched classes because I was getting really mad. Like, I remember yelling because there's no one home right now. I got this gameplay a few hours ago, and I was just yelling around the whole house because people were killing me, and one off my AC-130, and that was not cool. But enjoy the rest of the gameplay, guys. I'm going to go eat some food, and I got another tennis match tonight. I'm already on to my next tournament, which I'm not looking forward to, but I guess I just have to get through it. And I guess I'll catch you guys tomorrow evening. Peace.
Care package on the way. We lost B. Securing B. Losing Alpha. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Bravo secure.
Mission accomplished. Good work.